And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes! This is what you call show business, you know?
My mic differently because
dude,
I hold it like a gun every time, and then I
yeah, like, the gun thing. You were doing that.
I would do that
remember
a
that. That
lot,
was
yeah.
so funny.
Okay,
You figured that out. Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm just literally sitting like a Desi uncle right now, legs wide open. I'm like, hi guys.
I was gonna say at some point, like, if you don't mind, I'm getting me a pillow.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you so
Hold
much.
on, ladies.
Theo, anything you would like to say while we wait?
Hey guys.
Okay, back in business.
Back in business, baby.
We're home. We're doing a home episode.
We're doing
it
a
feels
home
so
episode.
good.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I can't even believe that Thanksgiving is in. Well, from when this releases, 2 days.
I'm
Day
having
after.
a fucking fever dream about it.
Yeah.
It's not like, I feel like normally there feels like there's more November between like my sister's birthday and Thanksgiving. Like you feel like you have weeks.
Mm-hmm. And it feels like Rabia's birthday was like
it was yesterday. And Thanksgiving's tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then New Year's is in an hour. And it's a lot.
We skipped Christmas.
We skipped Christmas. I don't even know what to
Christmas
do about it.
is the day after. Like it's really.
And I'm, at work, everybody's like already on 2026. Mm-hmm. There are days that I genuinely am like, what year is it currently?
Dude, I sometimes am like, am I an idiot?
I know.
Because I'll forget what year it is. And I'm like, am I high? I'm like, it's 12 p.m. and I'm sitting in my office like, what year am I in?
No, actually.
Yeah, I'm asking ChatGPT.
Because it feels like we're in 2026 and 2027 is now the next year.
Yeah, like we were, it's too late for what 26 has come or has to offer. Like it's just too late.
These are signs of Qiyamah.
Dude, I feel like, okay, I don't know if you're one of those people.
What?
I feel like my husband included, everything is a sign of Qiyamah. And I'm not saying everything
is that a Chicago thing?
I don't know. I think that's, I don't know.
It's a superstitious Muslim thing?
I don't know, dude, because I feel like I know the signs of the day of judgment. Right, my glasses.
I'm like, dude, you're literally cosplaying a professor right now
with
you're
my little dog. and like I have something to prove.
You're like fucking
I
doctor.
know the signs. Like
what's the doctor in Wicked? The
goat. That's me. And then I lose my voice. But anyways, but I don't know why. I'm like, I feel like every other year the world's gonna end. Every other year. I feel like since I was 14, it's felt like the world will end.
What were the big years for you? Because I remember mine.
I remember 2012. I think 2012 was the only one where I was like, we
might all be gone. But you know what's crazy is the media leans into this propaganda because remember there was the movie 2012
and it was a good movie.
There was a movie 2012. It was meant to make you fear great movie, so scary.
Yeah.
Fucking Independence Day. There was like, oh, world is ending and tell me why. Currently, we're back and it started. I felt like my two were 2012 and 2020. 2020 January when Kobe died.
Yeah.
And Rihanna.
Yeah.
That shit will send me into a spiral.
Yeah.
Very often. But like when that happened, and I was in Pakistan wedding shopping at the time, and you know, at the time, and everybody that's getting married knows it's like the wedding feels like, will I even make it to the wood? What the fuck? You know, like it feels like everything. And COVID was starting. And we're in Pakistan, COVID's starting in China, and I'm paranoid about things like that. And I'm like, oh, fuck. We're like eating gannika juice from the random, street guy in the gully. And we're like, yeah, whatever. And then COVID, and we're like going on my bachelorette trip, and we're like, oh, COVID, haha, hee hee, people are on masks. And then shit got so real. And then the movies like Don't Look Up and all this stuff. And then the virus movies. It's just like, oh, so you're telling us.
Like it's here today.
It's here.
Dude, I never forget, you guys, there was this woman on the plane on the way to Sana's bachelorette trip. Your bachelorette trip was like
it was end of February 2020.
So like the day we landed or day before we landed is when they first were like, hey,
there's 2 cases.
There's cases.
Chicago.
No, the day we left, there were cases.
Yes.
The day we left, there were 2 cases.
2 cases, which by the way, the first 2 cases, one of them was in one of our best friend's hospitals. She was a resident. Yeah, she was a resident at the hospital where the first or second case was of COVID.
Yeah. And we're like, on the way to the trip or something, or it's like the morning of, or like this news comes out, but it comes out like
the way like monkeypox, not monkeypox. Yeah, monkeypox.
Or like bird flu was a little bigger, but like maybe bird flu-ish where it was like, okay, we've dealt this, we've done this.
Yeah. There's
And
a few
then
cases, 8
was,
to 9.
you know,
Everybody panics on the train for a couple days, and then you just kind of like dissolve, absorb,
it'll go away.
move on.
So there was this woman. There was a woman on the plane, and she had, I think, the aisle seat, but she was, you know, wiping down her seat, doing all the things that now I do too. But I'm not gonna lie, before that, I just kind of like plop in and be like, all right, I'm here. And she was offering me a mask. She's like, would you guys, me and our friend, she was like, do you guys want masks? And we were like, no, it's okay. And I was judging her. Like, I was like, huh,
this was that phase where people were like, oh, ha, ha, ha. People are wearing masks.
Yeah, like, oh, it's not even a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, there's only 2 cases.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then we landed back home and we were like, ooh.
Yeah. It was like 2 weeks after that then the world shut down.
Literally 2
And
weeks
at that
after
point,
that.
I was like, this is the end of time.
You were like, I went to Coco Bongo and now it's meant for me to go.
Yeah. This is the end of time. I peaked and I'm going out strong, and it's just time. There's no way the world continues. We're washing our fruit in the driveway. Like there's just the puzzles. It was out of control.
I didn't, you know, COVID. Yes, I was like, oh shit, this is like really bad. And like, I was like masked and I was in it, but I didn't think it was the end of the world.
You didn't think the earth was going to
no, I didn't think the earth was going to combust on itself. 2012 was the only one that felt that way for me, really heavy, but not that I wish, but I feel like if my brain,
I wish the world did end.
I'm like, I just feel like the one that to me is the most valid, besides 2020, that's a valid one. The one most valid from that to me is, I can't imagine, like right now we're 31, 32, what, 31? How old are we?
What year is it? What year is it? How old are we?
31.
You're 31.
We're 31.
I'm 32.
At 31, if the year was 1999 and the next, we're going into the 2000.
Oh yeah.
I
know.
Like,
No, I agree.
I can't even imagine.
No, I wouldn't know what to do.
Are you
kidding?
How old was I? I was born in 1994, so I was 6.
Don't you remember that? I remember.
I don't remember
the year it turned
it.
2000. I remember.
I wish I remembered it.
Because I think it's one of my earliest memories of a New Year's Eve, and I thought every New Year's Eve was supposed to be like that. So that set the bar very high. And then every year, I didn't understand it till I was a full adult that I was like, oh, like that was a big one. I was like, guys, this is the best. It's like a month before. Yeah, it's like a month before my birthday. Like, this is the best day ever. Like, this is amazing.
Dude, and imagine being like, I don't know, anything above the age of 18. Imagine being like 25 to 35 or 25 onward, and the New Year's party is for the year 2000.
Dude.
What I would do to party like my life was actually gonna end the next day and live my life.
No social media.
Dude, I feel like I am sure. I want to know the stories. Like, what were people doing New Year's night 1999?
Yeah.
What was happening?
Dude.
I think the fuckery that was going on in the city and the chaos and the mayhem, and people are doing bucket list shit. Like, what are we doing?
Was everybody like making out with each other?
Well, like in my mind, that night was like, you can't outdo a New Year's.
No, you're so right.
You cannot outdo.
No, you're so right.
Oh!
I feel like there's probably a lot of that in that era in general. Like when I hear Paris Hilton, first of all, watching reality TV. No, you're good. I just saw the fear come into, and then like Hamna's eyes because she thought her mic was off.
Yeah.
And I realized, by the way, I don't know what the fuck happened to me, but I got confused. We were talking about New Year's Eve for so long, and then the fireworks sent me into 4th of July, and then I got confused, and I was like, 4th of July, because I said it's the month before my birthday, and then like 12 minutes later, I was like, wait a minute, I was talking about New Year's Eve. That's in December. I was like, what the fuck is happening to me? But anyways, yeah, so.
I was going to say, Asana, don't lose us.
No,
we took a turn.
Again.
Don't lose us. And you lost us. What were we? How did we even get here?
Don't let me lose us anymore.
Okay, we're talking about New Year's. We wish 1999.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thanksgiving is coming up.
Yup.
Anyways, you guys, Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Thanksgiving is in 2 days.
I feel like we went to like the Egypt pyramids and back on that one.
We took a really far detour.
I feel like there must be some of you listening that are like, I don't know if they're gonna recover from this
and
one.
like this might be time to cut off. So
death.
if you've made it this far,
yeah, thank you so much.
So
back to Thanksgiving.
Back to what's important Thanksgiving. What is your go-to? I'm making this for Thanksgiving.
Mashed potatoes. No, sorry, cheesecake. My Oreo double-decker cheesecake with the Oreo crust. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's my, like, I make every Thanksgiving. And then as I've gotten older, mashed potatoes.
When did your family actually start celebrating Thanksgiving, or did you guys always?
I feel like I'm a celebrity being interviewed right now.
I know.
If there was ever a holiday that I'm a celebrity for, it's Thanksgiving.
No, really. No, actually,
she's like, when did your family start? When did your family start doing Thanksgiving?
When did this begin? Because my family, it was like, now it's such a big thing.
Yeah,
but
it was like every Desi family. I need to hear your stories because I feel like every Desi family had like a person, whether it was there were people that were my friends who they were like, I'm the one setting up the standard that we're doing Thanksgiving.
I would like to say proudly, I am a founding father of Thanksgiving in my
Desi,
family.
Dallas,
in my
DeSoto
Dallas
community.
family, I was one.
Really?
Me and my cousins. It was me, Wally, Zara, Mustafa, Zen. We're like 6 of us, 7 of us.
Yeah. Strong. You came in strong.
And I have a photo, and maybe I'll include it. I have a photo, and literally out of our asses, we had nothing better to do, which we 99% of the time had nothing.
What age are we talking?
I think I was in college, like late high school, early college, in that era.
Yeah.
And we had nothing to do. And we were like, let's get a turkey. We had no sides, only turkey. My papa was down. She was like, all right, she was like, all right, do it. And it's not like we made the turkey. We made my papa do it. Right. We're like, you should make turkey today. And
you made a suggestion.
Really great idea. We'll help. We heard about it. And then we even took I don't know if this is really bad, but like, we were so like, look at what we did. We have a photo of us holding hands around the table with our one turkey in the center of the table. And then we thought, I don't know, it just kind of started to like snowball effect and grow. And now it's like such a serious thing. And like, you're so welcome. And but the only thing I make is cornbread. I love to make my cornbread. I have made a turkey one time. I was pretty satisfied with it, but I do think there were some tweaks I could make. But I was like, as a first time, I was actually very proud of my husband. I was
so impressed.
And the one thing though that I don't know why I volunteer every year, and I'm not doing it this year. Every year, I don't know why I say I'm doing gravy, and I have never once made it right.
I don't know why you offer that.
I don't know
because
why.
Okay, to me, the person making gravy is like a cook.
I know.
You know.
And everyone lets me do it. And I don't know why I offer every time.
No. Gravy is to me, like, I can't. I let some, like, no. I also, do you care for gravy?
Like a little drizzle, but not too crazy. Not too crazy. And you know, I obviously know how your family does Thanksgiving because I do Thanksgiving, like, we're family. But like, I feel like even the Desification of a Thanksgiving meal. Yeah. Sometimes you can't jump in too strong. No. With the chicken.
For sure.
And it's like a chicken Charga, and then it kind of like starts floating. You're like, maybe we'll
and
just
you know
do mac and cheese.
If someone just wants to, if any, I need to know this about people. Like, I actually we're going to do something on our story, on the podcast story, because I want to hear your guys' Thanksgiving stories. I want to hear how people's families started doing it. Because I feel like so many people were the ones to be like, I'm the one that's going to, you know, tell the family that we're doing this now, and then somebody has to bring the sides, and now it's become such a thing, and it's so fucking fun. So I want to know how people started, and if you're the family that's still doing Charga, do you?
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
A fucking chicken.
We all have to start somewhere. And at least we're having a good time doing it together. Because with my in-laws too, like we don't do straight just turkey. Yeah. We have to have a little sprinkle of a little flavor, a little something.
Even my mom has made turkey every year for like 2 decades. Even her turkey is a little desi.
It's got a little desi.
And she fills it with like blau style rice with butter in it. Butter. Peas. And it's so like, I don't know, it's almost like turkey plow-ish, but it's really fucking good.
And I'm not mad about it because even when I look up recipes for anything, pasta, usually it's, any recipe I look up, 75% of the time, I'll be like spaghetti desi noodles, desi sandwiches, desi tuna sandwich. I'll always add desi in the front because I want to, like,
that's a really good tip.
Thanks. I like a little desi flavor in my food. Not all the time.
And it's not even that it's not even that makes it desi flavor. It's that the person and the aunties that are good at making those type of American things that are desi make it tastier. They make it spicier. They make it tastier. So even if it's an American tuna sandwich or salad or whatever, they still make it better.
They add the right flavor. And obviously, like, sometimes I'm like, I'm going to make a ketchup, like I'm going to do it, whatever. And I love it. And I eat that shit up. But on like an everyday, I want my noodles to be a little desi.
That's interesting.
I want a little like, and then I just feel like it feels like I'm having like,
I like to lean into whatever the theme is, like herbs and all. If I'm making something Mediterranean, I need to have fresh dill. I want to have the sumac. I want to have all the right things to really make it really good of that. And if I'm going to make desi food, I want to make sure I have like the Kashmiri chili powder. Like I need it to be... my voice. I need it to be all the right things for that. And then I like doing that because then you like collect, like if I'm doing Asian, I'm like, okay, I need these oils and these things for this. Because then you collect all the things so that you can rotate those genres, themes, whatever. Often. And I feel like dude, there are people that can eat the same dinner every night. You know what I'm saying? There are people that can eat the same dinner every night. If I'm obsessed with something, as when I was younger, I had a hard time redoing it in a week. Now that I'm older, if I want to eat Portos 3 times a week, I'm going to eat Portos 3 times a week.
Yeah.
But I'm not someone that out of discipline can eat the same meal if I'm eating healthy or home food, the same meal every night.
I to this day, I don't understand meal prepping because my husband... I remember there was a time where he was like, we got to meal prep. And I'm like, but you don't like leftovers. So make it make sense to me. Because is meal prepping not just leftovers of different variety? I like making meals out of my leftovers. Like if I think that's
better than meal prep.
Right.
Meal prep's the worst. Dude, I tried it like so many times. It's the worst, dude. Like when the water fucking gets in the fucking... under the
bottom of the container.
Yes, and I'm just like, I don't want to eat this as my dinner,
Yeah.
I want my dinner to feel like if it's gonna be that, I want it to be my mom's plow.
I think what I usually end up being consistent about always is breakfast. I can eat the same breakfast every day. But
breakfast or like my day meal, I could eat the same thing 100% every single day.
Yeah, I get, because I'll stretch my leftovers out.
Yeah.
I stretch it out.
I know. I used to do that too, and our mom's side is big on that.
Yeah.
And I used to do that too, but Muzi doesn't eat leftovers like that.
Same.
Like, that was so new to me.
Same.
I didn't understand it, and I'm like, Muzi, I made pulao, and I would make such a big batch of it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay, I made pulao. We're going to eat this for like 3 nights. That to us was like fun when our moms would make them. We'd be like, but I guess it was fun because they still chose to make fresh stuff, so we could like add whatever new they made to the leftover pulao, or we would eat, like, there would be 3 options and we'd eat that. And I'm like, I don't know. I could eat the pulao 3 nights in a week, but now because of him, I can't do it anymore.
I think as I'm watching you, I'm like, I think this is Stockholm syndrome. I'm like, our moms make pulao. We're like, eat that shit for 3 days. And we were like, this is like, at some point, we had no choice. We have to eat it. Yeah. What else are we going to do?
That's true. And then it would be 3 nights and then like the next lunch. And that's usually where it would be capped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe one more lunch if we were really going to stretch it.
I'm not really like a lunch gal. And I'm also
the leftover, like on day 4, you're like, I'll eat this in the afternoon. Yeah. I can't eat it 4 nights in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And my problem is I'll eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Same.
Like I can't stop. I have to finish it.
Dude, being young at the mom's houses and having the really good batch of pulao for breakfast, lunch, dinner, post-dinner, saw 3 at 2 in the morning. Mm-hmm. That shit was peak living.
Yeah. Ugh, the best. The best.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it together.
Anyways,
Thanksgiving.
We can't go back to Thanksgiving.
No, I want to tell my family.
Yes. I asked you the question and I was like, shut up.
No, because there's good Lord this because it ends depressing, but we're fine. But like it's actually maybe not so much. Actually, it ends up kind of cute.
Yeah.
So My family started doing Thanksgiving because my parents went to high school in Chicago and their best friends also all went to high school in Chicago. So I think they were like the us where they were like, you guys, this is so cute. Let's all do it. So they started doing Thanksgiving traditions. I don't even know how little I was. I just like, I
like it's just always been there.
Always been there. Okay. So we've been doing it with our family friends whose kids and me and my siblings are all the same age, and our parents like all went to high school and college together, and it's really cute. And it's also something that a lot of Desi people didn't have. So it's something that felt so like cute and sweet that they had that. And so anyways, we did it with them every year growing up, and we would have it was a very American Thanksgiving. And then because of that at our house, we started doing Thanksgiving traditions. My dad is like a big movie, TV, cinema, music guy. Like he is huge on that stuff, and he has always made us watch like all these classics. My grandparents are like that. They're really big on that stuff. And I think that's probably why I really like pop culture stuff, because we would always talk about the same actors, actresses, movies, shows, that whole vibe. So anyways, Thanksgiving became such a big thing in our house because my dad would do the watching the Godfathers, all of them, because it would come on, I can't remember if it was HBO or TNT or what, but on TV, they would play all the Godfathers back to back from like all day on Thanksgiving. So then that became a tradition in our house. And then when I got into college and my mom took over hosting all of the Thanksgivings, by the time I was in college, we were hosting 3 Thanksgivings a year, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every single year. Most years, I'd say like 85% of years. And then college onward, it was every single year. But most years it was at our house. And we would do Wednesday as like a Friendsgiving, Wednesday would be like, Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving.
But Wednesday would be family Friendsgiving?
Yes. It would be
you
like
have Friendsgiving, that's your Friendsgiving.
Yes.
And then a family Friendsgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah. So usually Wednesday would be the Friendsgiving, where I would invite genuinely 60 to 80 people.
Every time.
Every
time.
And everybody was welcome, and it was like you could bring whoever the fuck you want. My parents were always really cool about guy-girl hangouts. They loved meeting our friends. They loved hanging out with our friends. And literally for like over a decade, it became like every year we would have whoever we met and loved, me, my siblings, whoever wanted to invite their own people, whoever we met and loved that year would all come. And we would take over like 4 levels of the downstairs, and it became a massive potluck, and like all 60, 80 people would be bringing food. So we had so much food. And every year my mom would make the turkeys, and this became bigger and bigger because then we would do it that way for the Friendsgiving. And then we would also have Thanksgiving that my parents then hosted. So we were making 4 to 6 turkeys every year, big turkeys every year. We're doing, people would bring stuff too, but we would be the house that hosted. So we would do all the cleaning and everything.
Back to back. Like the next day.
Like next day. Back to back to back. And I also used to work at Best Buy. So I've like worked all the Black Fridays for like so many years, and we still did it. And it was just such a big deal in my house. We had a very tumultuous, traumatizing, lots of things, but I will say on that, and it was something that made just like such a happy time in our home. And I then college onward, now my tradition, and I don't know if you do this too or if anybody else does this, but it's like my tradition is I watch Thanksgiving episodes of all my favorite shows. So I'll watch the New Girl thing, because I don't know if you've noticed this, but a lot of the shows we grew up watching have a seasonal Thanksgiving episode. Yeah. So like I will watch all of the Friends Thanksgiving episodes. I'll watch all the Gossip Girl Thanksgiving episodes. I'll watch all the New Girl. So I'll just watch all of them because I think it's so fun. And I don't know. And so then anyways, my parents did it. And we did it for many, many, many years. And then my parents sold the house. We still did it. We continued it on. And now my parents are separated or like divorced. I don't know why I say separated. I feel like it feels less like I'm telling on them, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, don't get mad. I said separated. Yeah. But they're divorced. So now we're doing it with my mom. And we still, though, like in the spirit of just letting you guys know that things change and life happens. And another thing that we did when we did it always together is my dad would give a speech every year. Yeah, and so more and more people would join every year, and like all of our friends. And then Muzi became a part of our family, and all of his friends, and Amna and Abdas got married. And like all of these people just kept adding their spouses and their kids. And so it's like watching all of these people grow. So my dad would do a speech every year. And so it was a really good time. And all of that to say, now it's just become something that not only in our house, but in all of our friends' house. Not because of us, but I'm just saying it just became such a special time. Or like all of us that have experienced that together. It's such a sweet memory that that's something we got to do. And what I've always told Muzi, and this was like a marriage contract thing for me, where I was like, when we get married and have our own home, I want to host and invite anybody and everybody, and that I like that in that time.
And dude, credit where credit is due. Founding father, where the first year, wait, this isn't the first year of Thanksgiving, is it?
What?
No.
Of my parents' divorce?
Yeah.
No, last year was the first year, but we were still like all there, I think.
We were.
Yeah, this year is like, it's so funny. I don't know if we've ever shared this with you guys, but like since we're doing a home episode, and you know what that means, we never get reels up. And so this becomes very intimate. On our mom's side, Amna's mom has passed, so RIP, our favorite fucking Kala. And then we have my mom, our other Kala, and our Nani, who all are like single ladies, basically. Widowed or divorced. So it's literally in Chicago, just them. So when we're hanging out with our mom's side, it's literally three little ladies. Yeah. And then me, Amna, my sister, our cousin Hafsa, and then we literally have like 2 little boys in our family, Usman and Basid, shout out. And then Mustafa doesn't live here right now. And like right now, like as if he's
but like it's like we have Usman and Boston. They're like clumped into like and they are the youngest.
They're the youngest, and we're just like, yeah, dude, move. And then we have our 2 freaking husbands. You know, that's all the men.
There's really not a lot of men on our mom's side of the family. Just overall,
there's not a lot overall. But I'm just saying when we do a mom side hangout, it's literally just that, and it's so like, I don't know, it's cute, it's sweet,
it's so fun, it's so sweet, it's so cute. But what I was gonna say earlier was like, when your Friendsgiving stopped, because even prior to the divorce, it was the bigger thing was that you guys moved.
Yeah, we moved.
Your parents
sold their house
so
while
they moved.
Amna and I were in Paris.
We were in Paris,
which is a story for another time. But literally,
they last day in Paris.
They moved all of our shit. My family. Yeah, it's a
lot happened.
Yeah,
so they moved. So like not having a Friendsgiving solidified, it's like we're like all of us were running around with our heads cut off.
We're like, who's gonna do it? What's gonna happen?
Do?
I think I crashed out the first Thanksgiving that was not at my parents' house. I don't even remember, but like, no, my parents did it at their apartment for 1 year, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, like our friends took over, which was so sweet. You took over, and then our other friend Kay took over. So like people took over to obviously keep it going. And I would literally walk into their houses and be like, guys, I just want you to know this is temporary, and I'm going to take over when it's back. And I literally crashed out one time. I was like, oh my God, like this is so sad.
I know.
And it is sad. I don't want to say it's not. I was definitely sad. Now I can be like, it's fine, so funny, women only. But like it is sad. But my point was that like even when seasons of life change, it's still something that's so sweet. You know, the nostalgia of it is so sweet, and you can keep making it your own, and it is what it fucking is, and you keep it pushing, and you keep laughing, and you make those fucking mashed potatoes. You know? And if you are someone that doesn't have plans, go join somebody else's plans. You know what I mean? Like it's Thanksgiving. I just feel like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is one day.
It actually is like 3 days. It's like the day of Thanksgiving. It's the next day where I am so ready for the leftovers, and then the day after that. Yeah,
it's 3 phases.
It's three.
What's phase 1?
The actual day of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Then we have the leftover
and
day.
Actual Thanksgiving day.
No. We actually, you're right, because
there's pre-Thanksgiving, which is like all of us like feeling like you're in the movies, running to the grocery stores in the cold, getting all the materials. They're out of fucking pumpkin filling. What do I do now? I have to go to the next one. I hate fucking grocery shopping. I hate my life.
The line is long. I should have done this 2 weeks ago,
but
like,
wait, this is kind of cute, and like, let me set this up, and what am I gonna make, and making the list and checking it twice, and that whole thing, and then watching the shows and prepping for Thanksgiving, and then so there's the and what the fuck are we gonna wear?
Yeah,
what are you gonna wear?
I think I'm gonna wear all black, like black leggings, black tank, and then I have this long sweater that comes down a little below my knees, and it has like a fur collar.
Oh my God,
I know it gives very like I feel like a Jersey mom in it.
Oh,
like,
period. I mean? Are you gonna wear that to the one on Thursday?
I'm gonna wear that to Thursday.
Yes. Okay.
And then
I have no idea.
Concept of Friday.
One of the days I'm wearing a knit sweatsuit. But it's like a cute one.
Okay.
One of the days, probably the one at my mom's, I'm going to do that. And then the one at my house, I'm going to wear something black and like chic because I'm hosting. But like, yeah, just thinking about it is stressing me out. I don't know. I just feel like I need to clean every corner of my house, and I just want everything to look good. I want the decor to look good, and I just want it to feel really Thanksgiving-y. And I put a lot of pressure on myself when I'm hosting.
You do, but you do such a good job every time.
So I'm just excited. But then, so anyways.
Okay.
It'll be good. It'll be
so good. For anyone who doesn't know, also, you are hosting on Friday.
Yes,
so
I'm hosting my in-laws.
You're hosting your in-laws.
It's our first time making turkey.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to.
It's going to be fine,
And
dude.
I told Lucy we shouldn't do the turkey.
No, you guys, honestly, I was way, way more afraid of doing the turkey. And then once we started getting going, I was like, oh, okay, I'll give you the cloth and the random shit that I have sitting in my house. Yeah, I'll bring that Thursday. We like figured out our whole Thanksgiving menu on the episode. We're like,
dude, that's so funny.
Okay, I don't remember what I was going to say, but I got lost in it somewhere. But one thing I was going to say though is Thanksgiving. One, really miss the Thanksgivings that were at your house. Like really miss it. Also, your parents' living room was like dark purple. It really added to the vibes.
I also would invite, like, you guys, I can't stop
I know
myself.
one time I did.
invite anybody, everybody.
It's such a beautiful thing, and
but all my close friends are like, who the fuck are the new characters that you're including this year? And I'm like, you guys.
It's just it's such a beautiful thing. And my parents are very much in the same boat.
Yeah.
And I thought that I and my parents were like also so like open door, come in, literally your cousin of a cousin of a cousin of a cousin is going to come live with us for 3 months. And you're like, okay. But even sometimes with Sana would go down the list. I'm like, why are you inviting her ex-boyfriend?
I'm like, cousin. I invited so-and-so and all her siblings.
Yeah. Her siblings' boyfriend.
And not like my best friends. Like anybody. No.
She'll be like, oh, my friend that I haven't seen in like 3 years from college.
But I see her every year on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving, I invited her cousin and his boyfriend. And his friends are in town. So they might be coming. So how many.
And my parents would be like, yeah.
They'd be like, just all right.
Whoever you want.
And
what's the count?
I would be panicking. I'd be like, because
the
all
day
I have to make is cornbread. And I'm like, 3 trays, 4 trays, 5 trays. Like,
everybody every year, because nobody would have any gauge of how many people are going to show up. And I'd just be like, I literally be like, guys, just make something.
Yeah. And we always had leftovers. And we always had.
Because if you have 80 items and everythody gets one of one thing, okay.
Yeah. But it was
get
very
everything
much
on a plate if you wanted to.
But what went down? And
and then there'd be the debrief circle, and then the debrief circle, and then the debrief, which is Omnanai's 3rd round of food.
Yeah.
2 hookah packs.
Too good.
Dude.
Oh my God. It's
music
too good.
videos fucking playing on the TV.
Oh my God.
Still
in our outfits. Unbuttoned pants.
It's going to be so fun. Okay. Anyways.
Should
we get into so we have a new segment, which we're really excited to introduce to you guys.
Yeah.
Right?
We're
back. Okay. So we have a new segment for you guys, and I'm really excited for us to tell you how we came up with it. It was literally 17 minutes ago, and we're gonna do a new segment, which is gonna be all of our pop culture. This is what the fuck is going on in the world, things that we're seeing, things you're seeing, the TikTok things, the things in the world, things with our favorite celebrities, whatever the fuck is going on that's not too deep, because if we're gonna do something deep, then we're gonna deep dive it. But we're gonna do all our little thingies, all the things that have been popping up, all the tabs in our head of pop culture, and we're calling it Not Your Drama. Fuck.
Let's start that again.
We gotta stop doing long names.
Okay.
No, okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Not your mom.
Mama.
Why are we slow-moing ourselves?
Right.
Not your mom. Like, it's, we don't need to do that.
No, let's just one person. You just say it.
No, you say it, please.
I keep fucking it up.
Okay, it's called Not Your Mama's Drama. Not Your Mama's Drama.
Everybody else's. Everybody else's.
It's everybody else's drama,
but don't ours. Take it personal, because it's not
your mama's drama.
Exactly.
And it came from the depths within themselves. We're
like, imagine we're throwing out words like apple, orange, coffee, bagel. Like that's the world we're in. And I literally
she said it with a smile. She's like, not your mama's drama. And we was like, I like the way that
I think
sounds.
it works.
It made me laugh. I like it. If you guys don't like it,
fuck off. Anyways, so we're so excited for this segment. We have so many dramatic things planned for it, but yeah, let's get into it. Let's
just start
this week.
Start right now. Okay, so in the same wave, it's not pop. What the fuck am I saying? In the same wave, we went to FREDAGAIN, the hottest concert of the weekend, apparently. Unbeknownst to us. You guys, the way we got into this, and I'm calling it a concert. What the fuck am I saying? It's like
it was like a rave,
like a proper
DJ
show.
Set. It was a show.
Proper set is what it was. And Rabia, who's like loves the rave scene, she's in it. She's locked in.
A lot of people around us are really into it, and we just didn't.
I have like dipped my toes.
You've dabbled.
In.
Me too. I
dabbled.
did Spring Awakening. I dabbled, but I just was like,
we've dabbled. We're in it. We're like in and out. Every time we touch was like my first when I was a kid. That I think that was like the gateway for me.
We were the generation born to do it.
Yeah. But like Rob's is like, she's the one that like
she's a rave goer.
She's like a rave. Like I'm gonna follow this DJ to the end of time.
Like my brother came with us, and they put a little thingy on his head, and I was flicking it. And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's like something a clip you give people who are new to raves, and you put it in your hair." And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh well, first of all, no one gave us. I know,
but they gave us bracelets.
That's true. Yeah, and I did like feeling like acting like I already knew what I was doing when I didn't know what I was doing because I know that like the bracelet culture is like such a thing, and
I had no idea.
I know it's a thing. I didn't know the process of distribution of like from my hand, my wrist.
You're making it sound so technical right now. You're like the process of distribution.
Like a loser. I'm like, the process of submission. Like, what am I saying? Like, somebody tell me to. Anyways, I didn't know how to transfer the bracelet. I didn't know how to connect. And so Rabia starts doing the, the heart and then you peas.
For anyone that doesn't know, there's like a little whole thingamajigger that you do.
For anyone that doesn't know, don't let me be the one tell you, but it's
that you do when you transfer bracelets. It's cute.
And so she's trying to like do it with me, and I'm like throwing up gang signs, flicking her off. I'm like, what? What are you doing? And then she's like, I'm trying to give you the bracelet, and I'm like, oh,
dude.
But she sends us like no context, just throws in the family group chat, cousin group chat, a FREDAGAIN link.
At the same time, one of my husband's really good friends is also someone that goes to this stuff. And Muzi and I speaking of signs, how we were talking about earlier, literally 2 days before that, we're talking about how like, hey, like, we really miss doing like the DJ set thing. Yeah. Like whenever there's another one, like, let's find out. So literally 2 days before that, Muzi and I talked about that. He had just found out the same day that Rabia sent the link, literally right that day. Muzi was like, oh, I just heard about this, so let's keep an eye out for it. And I was like, that's crazy. Okay, cool.
And without telling anyone or just like even checking what day it was, I just signed up. I just went on the link, signed up.
Yep.
Right? Muzi are having this conversation.
I'm like, cool.
Separately, we're not talking about it that night. The next day, the conversation comes up again, and we're like, yeah, we signed up, and we're like, yeah, okay, cool.
It was like, it might be hard to get tickets.
Everyone's like, it's there's gonna be a long queue, and everybody's like, there's like 10,000 people apparently, and blah 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 blah. So they're like, come the next day, tickets are gonna open, pre-sale is gonna go up, blah blah blah.
And I've never done this process before.
I've never
to be in a queue and in a
to be in this type of a queue.
I'm like, this is okay. So there's like a code and there's a queue, and Muzi's told me 2 times the night before, like, Sana, you're gonna join the queue if I can't, and I'm like, yeah, like, sounds good. So I'm like in between meetings. I happen to get off one early. Muzi's like, did you join? Like, I told you to join. Yeah. Like, make sure you join before 10 a.m. And I'm like, fuck, it's like literally 2 minutes before 10 a.m. And I join it. Amna has her notifications off on her phone as fucking usual. And I always do the notify anyway thing. So I'm like, Amna, make sure you like log into the whatever. And I notify her anyway. So
it's 9:55.
It's literally,
it's starting at 10. And she's like, hey, I'm on the toilet. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And then I'm like brushing my teeth. It's like 9:57. Robbie, Osman, they're all texting like, okay,
they're like, are you guys in the queue? I'm in the queue. I'm in the queue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I have a meeting to join at 10 a.m. Like, hold on. Like, okay. So yeah, we're in the queue. Osman, Rob's, Muzi's friends who are also trying to get tickets are somewhere, you guys, in the queue between 10,000 and like 100,000. Like, they're in the queue over there.
Yeah.
I've never, has the universe done something easier for me? I have asked and begged to not fail or go chem so many times in my life. Never fucking worked. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm excited to have a good time. I'm just like, sure, they asked me to join the queue. I'm gonna join the queue. I'm number 96.
Yeah.
I go from 96 to buying my 4 tickets in
less than a
10
minute.
seconds.
I was number 300 something, I think, max 600, but within the span of less than a minute, I jumped up to the front. It was like, you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes to buy the tickets. You could buy 4 max. Didn't even ask who wants to go.
Nobody else is in the, we don't know who's going, but we got them. And there's our siblings. Everybody's in the queue waiting, waiting, dying for it. And we're like, okay. You know, I am a little scared about saying this because Muzi told me the people that are like really serious about this shit were like really trying to get in. A lot of people couldn't go and were like saying to other people in the comments who didn't care about it, they were like, you don't know what this means to me. Like what, you know, Broadway is to someone is what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like people were like, and I'm like, yikes, we're one of those. But we appreciated it and we respected it.
Yeah. And we had so much respect for those people. And I am so sorry you couldn't make it. But I feel like we did it justice.
I do. I think we did a wonderful job and we were respectful. Because this girl came out talking shit. She went for 1 hour. Yeah, there's a girl whose boyfriend, I guess, is really into this stuff, and he was really excited, or date or something. So they went together, and she went for an hour, and she recorded herself leaving, being like, "Guys, I tried. I'm just like not really that into it."
No, see, okay, here's the thing. One, even though we've never like had to go through so many steps to get the ticket for anything, and it's never worked in our favor so quickly. Yeah. Obviously, plot twist. Story, spoiler alert, we got the tickets like that. We each got 4 like that. Not even a problem. Felt like I was like, I didn't even realize how hot of a ticket I had.
We had
really,
no
Willy
idea.
Wonka's ticket
because Rods and them, they go to these things all the time. So it just felt like, okay, these things happen all the time.
This is like another one of them.
We didn't know the lore, which I literally learned yesterday. We didn't know the entire lore of how Fred is dropping the tickets and the locations and the whole thing. We had no idea.
We had no idea. But even then, so it's not like we are really big concert goers. We love a good DJ set.
Oh, we are. We love a good.
We love a good.
We are big music goers.
We're really
big music guys
on music. No, we're big. We're big.
We're big music guys.
Yeah, we're big. But we really do. Like honestly, I feel like with confidence, I could say that if you and I walked into like a random little dive bar and someone's playing a banjo, I'm gonna do a 1-2 step.
100%.
Time with it.
No,
like,
100%.
We really do, and we're like that girl on TikTok. We're talking about this in Sedona too. That does like the what's it called? Phonetic. Like,
the phonetic
and like when you
yeah.
Like music makes us cry. Like we respect.
We love the arts.
We love the arts. We're big on the arts. So even though we haven't done FREDAGAIN specifically, we have been to similar,
we've done good stuff.
It's just never worked out so good for us for something that's so like
high
such
stakes,
an extreme level.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I got.
We've also never had an issue being like, okay, we'll get the this was just like if we're gonna go, we go. If we don't get these tickets, it's okay. We'll go to the next one. We didn't realize that for so many people, it was like, or what a big deal it was.
Yeah.
And the lore is that for anybody that knows this, or for people that know this, they're probably gonna be like, you're fucking butchering it. Like, I feel like I'm like when a millennial's trying to explain something for like TikTok, or like a boomer's trying to explain something on TikTok and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's how I feel right now. But basically, what I'm gonna attempt is it's like Fred. Fred. Should I just call him Fred?
Yeah, you just call him Fred. I feel like we're at that place now with him.
Yeah, we definitely are at that place with him. He emailed us.
Personally.
So Fred, he's a little cutie pie, dude. Like, as in I'm not saying like looks wise, I didn't like check him out, but I'm just saying like personality wise, like such a cutie pie. Like he sent us an email like saying like, hey guys, this is why I don't want cameras. Like I want people to really like enjoy the experience.
I literally have the sticker still on my phone.
Yeah, like, hey, like this is how I want you guys to enjoy it. And I think it could really be something that's like a beautiful experience for people. Also, then people on TikTok are talking about how amazing his music is and what it's done for them and how much they enjoy it. And then my husband was telling me that, and like our friends were telling us that basically this is a new set he released and he's doing 10 shows around the world and drops the location of the show once a week. And so the 5 previous locations were in Europe or like around the world. And then the 6th show or 5th show, I don't know, was in Toronto. And then Chicago, the day that our sister and Muzi and we were talking about it, the day that the link dropped was the day that they announced the show in Chicago, which is obviously one of his 10, and the first show in the States, which is why it was such a big deal and why so many people came out to go to it, because nobody knows where his next location is going to be and if they'll be able to attend it or not. So people are just trying to make it to any of them.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And it means so much to people. And I get it.
And
like,
we get
really
it.
get
And
it.
we enjoyed it to the
we had
fullest,
so
you
much
guys.
fun.
And the what really gets me really excited about like DJ sets and like EDM scenes and stuff is like the light show. I love a good light show. So like he had this like I want to describe it as a worm, but it's so much more than that. It's not a worm, but it's like it looked like a cloud and it was like a wavy fabric.
Yeah,
and
it was like almost
lightning
breathing
going through it. So like
and,
it's almost like breathing. And so like we
had a really good time.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. I had such a good time. Totally get the lore. Like never have the stars aligned for us in such a way where like it was so easy. We get in, we had no problem getting through security, and we were like, this is
path of least resistance.
Literally. We've never had that. And
it
just
was
the
so
way
fun.
the night was panning out, we were like, how does this is never like it really we were meant to be there. And it was such a magical
It was so fun, so
thing.
magical, so sweet. I went from that to like 2 kids' birthday parties the next day, a 1-year-old and a 6-year-old. But I also had a blast at that.
Yeah.
And then we had it was just such a good, and then we had a wedding. It was such an eventful,
it was such an eventful
social,
weekend.
good weekend.
Yeah, it was so good.
But in other pop culture news, you had said Selena, Hailey, Justin. Tell us.
Okay. I just saw that like recently, it was just recently Hailey Bieber's birthday and Justin wasn't there, and he was on live streaming singing an unreleased song or like an older song that was supposed to be in Swag 2 but wasn't. I don't know exactly. And the song lyrics are very much like, I'm stuck in a relationship that I don't want to be in, blah, blah, blah. People in the live stream heard him whisper Selena. I heard the clip. It's very faint. So I don't doubt that it could have been him saying Selena. But I really like, up until this point, I mean, even the last time during Selena's wedding and even during his wedding, there was so much like, was he calling her? Is he still in love with her? Blah, 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 blah. I really was in it. Like, oh, I don't know. Oh my God, what's the evidence? Oh my God. At this point, I'm like so over it. Whether it's true or whether it's PR, it's actually so old. You cannot be such a talented artist, Justin, and have this be your legacy. I feel like Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Aniston, when their love triangle happened, it was like, oh my God, and this is our version of that. Like we had that, and then we had the Justin Bieber version of that. But I'm like,
that was like some real shit, dude.
But even
they
then,
met on a set. Like this is so baby in comparison.
Yeah, and even then, at some point, we kind of got over it.
Yeah,
and they moved on and they stopped. They didn't feed into it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they are feeding into it. I'm saying either which way, whether they're feeding into it or not, I'm like, can we pick something else?
The person I feel for in this situation is Hailey Bieber.
Yeah.
I don't know. Selena, I feel like it's like, I don't know, something about her reminds me of the girl that's like, I really hate attention, but then like wants all the attention. And it's like, if that's what you want, just fucking say it, but stop being the victim about it. Like, I can't stand that behavior. And for Hailey, I'm like, dude, like this girl is like, she has her baby. She's like made this insane company. She's on the up and up. Fucking, like, I want to be like, live your fucking life. And if they love each other, wonderful. But if they don't, like, live your fucking life. I feel bad for her because how fucking annoying to have someone's baby and you're like constantly hearing about his 15-year-old ex who just got married. Leave me the fuck alone.
You know, the person that I feel the least bad for and the person that I'm just like, oh, can you is Justin, dude.
Yeah, because honestly, if his wife is getting dragged like that, fucking say something.
And I love Justin Bieber.
He's getting hotter and hotter.
I still think he's so hot. I still think he's such a like pop star to me. Like I am a big beep. I'm a believer.
She's a believer. We're believers. I
But
went to the Purpose tour
I've never been to any of
concert.
his concerts, but like
Truly, to date, still one of my favorite concerts of all time.
I believe that. And I do believe that Justin Bieber's, I'm like he's my neighbor. I'm like, I do believe he's a really good kid.
Yeah, I respect his work.
I feel like he's a nice guy, and I think he means well, and I'm sure he's a cool guy to have around, but I'm like, we've gotta grow from this. And like, there's no way you don't know what you're doing. I almost wish he just said, like, you know what, guys? Yeah, I did write a song about how I felt, you know, when I was 17 years old, because I never released a song at 17 years. You know, it was something that I never released, like how Hilary Duff came out with her song recently.
Have you listened to it?
I haven't listened to the whole song, but I've listened to the chorus. Yeah. And I've heard, like, you know, it's been all over.
It's on TikTok. Yeah.
And, you know, she's married, she has children, and she's talking about something that happened to her years ago. But something about the way she carries it makes it feel like, yeah, this was something that happened to me years ago. I'm singing about it now, but like
Hilary Duff
impact me.
Does everything right in the way she moves. And I fucking love her for it. And I feel like the people that love her that are our age and generation, sorry, I just wanted to make sure too. The people that love her that are our age and generation love her so fiercely because she seriously, through all the shit that everybody else was going through, she stayed so normal.
Yeah. There are
and the things that aren't normal about her, she knows are not normal.
And she's such a normal girl person.
About it.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, just say it. Be like, yeah. Or even Beyonce with Lemonade. We all knew what it was about. We knew it was old. We knew what it was about. We knew she's putting it out into the world. So, like, if that's what's happening,
if it's your artistic release, that's fine. I think Selena even said that for this album that she did with Benny.
But like, to do it around the time, what throwing me off is doing it around the time it's your wife's birthday. Like, either that's a PR stunt or it's a dick move, and both of them are not good enough answers at this age.
You know what else I realized was a PR stunt? I mean, allegedly. But like I'm 99% sure, unless it's a confirmed thing.
What?
That when he got into it with the reporter guy and like, is it clocking to you that I'm standing on business? That whole thing, because his album released like weeks after that, and there was literally all this like stuff about it in between. So I'm like, I don't know, I just feel like
interesting
because he has a song called "Standing on Business." And he has like it's like his whole situation. It's like they talk. I don't know. There's like it's like thread into the album. So I'm like, did you do that on purpose? Because your album was coming
Unless
out?
he had done it and then, you know.
I don't know. I just was like, did you do that whole thing because your album was coming out? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I agree. I think it's old. It's tired. And genuinely, I just feel like leave her alone. And then in that vein, we went to see Wicked 2.
We did. We saw Wicked 2. Thoughts, feelings. I didn't like it. But here's the thing. I didn't like it, but I don't feel compelled to shit on it too heavy because I understand that it's not an original story. And I understand that if I wanted, because I'd never seen Wicked, like the playbill, like I'd never seen the Broadway show, I'd never seen it.
Oh, did you not, going into movie 2, did you not know the storyline?
I did not know the storyline.
Okay.
I went into Wicked blind, not knowing the storyline.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I know it's beloved and I love that for it, but Wizard of Oz was one of those movies where it's a movie where I can't remember watching, but I know I've watched it.
I don't think you've watched it.
But I don't remember when I sat and watched it.
I'm pretty sure I know people that have I think that more people than not have not seen Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
I remember exactly when I watched. It's like a Jumanji. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you know if you've watched the whole thing or not.
That's so valid.
And I don't think most people have seen it because it's really old for when we were young. Yeah. It was really old. And I don't think a lot of Desi kids have seen it. And I think, and the first like, however, 20, 30 minutes is like a black and white movie.
Yeah. And I feel like it's one of those things, even like Gilmore Girl, where it's like, if you didn't watch it at that time, watching it later in life is not going to hit the same way. Yeah, because
Muzi was saying that he's like, oh, should I watch Wizard of Oz before? And I'm like, no, dude, it's not going to mean anything to you now. It would only mean something out of nostalgia.
Yeah. So I didn't care for Wicked 2 as much. I thought the storylines were kind of here, there, and everywhere. I felt like it didn't. There were parts that I I just didn't love it. I didn't care for it. I liked the first one. I thought the first one was fun and entertaining. I thought the second one, I was just like, I'm just here to find out what happens, but like not really too much more. I didn't feel as hyped for it. But that was my personal.
What did you think, like cinematography wise?
I thought it was a good movie, and I feel like if I could understand for the people that like genuinely appreciated it because they loved it as a kid, like I'm like, you know, I feel like I don't really have a say. So like, was it my cup of tea?
That makes sense.
No,
absolutely.
but like I can respect that it meant something, you know.
And all the girls, like my sister, no, we all went, our friends, we all went to see it together. Everybody that we went to see it with was not a fan. Everybody left being like, I did not like that. I liked it, and I don't like that I liked it because I feel like I'm in the minority here. But
do you not
I didn't
like the story?
No. So the thing is, I went into Wicked. I've never seen the play, but I watched Wizard of Oz, and Wizard of Oz like meant a lot to me as a kid. And I don't know why, but then I watched a TikTok and it made me I'll get back to that in a second, but it's like relating to this. But I watched Wizard of Oz as a kid, and I remember like exactly where I was. It was like the first DVD I ever rented from my school library, or not DVD. My school library had VHSs, and I was in kindergarten or something, and I picked it out and I went home and watched it by myself, and it was just like such a core memory to me, like watching it turn into color and the whole journey of it. And I just thought it was such an insane, fascinating story, and it's all about like heart and courage and going home and meaning something, and it's a really sweet movie. So I really fell in love with it, and I never saw Wicked, but I went to a really white high school, so everybody would go see Wicked, and I was like, damn, I'm a fucking loser because I haven't seen this Broadway play. And then when I found out the movie was coming out, and like everybody was excited to see the movie, and I had intentionally never looked into the storyline too deeply, except for that it's the Wicked Witch of the East. I never looked into the storyline deeper because I was so excited to watch it in the movies, and I loved Wicked 1. Like I cried in the mirror ball or whatever scene. I loved it so much. I thought it was such a good movie. It made me want to go watch the play. Then I looked into how the story ends because I just like ended up in it, and I was like, wait, because I found out one piece of information, and I was like, oh, wait. And then it kept revealing more and more, and I was like, wait, that's insane. I didn't know that. And because I have the context of the original movie, it just like came full circle for me. So anyways, all that to say, I think that I really love the Wicked storyline, so I was excited to see it through. But I did see a TikTok, and I think this makes a lot of sense to me, where this TikTok was like the point of the play that could have been, because it's based on a book, it could have been, wait, is it based on a book? I might have made that up. I thought it was.
I wouldn't know.
But anyways, the play was intentionally, it's a lot of storylines, and it's a lot of moving pieces, and it's a lot of stories, and it's a lot of songs, and it was intentionally cut down to the amount of time that it was in the play, because originally the play is cut into a part 1 and a part 2, obviously, which is what are the movies, but like it's intentionally cut down that way for the story to be maximally impactful. And so for them to split the story up into 2.5-hour movies for each part of the story extended it so much longer than it needed to be. And obviously they did it because it's a huge commercial fucking blockbuster, massive money-making success. So that's obviously why they did it that way. But had it been one movie, it would have kept the integrity of that better. If that makes sense. And I agreed with that take because I was like, that makes sense. Because a story as a whole, dude, beginning to end of Wicked is a wonderful story. Like if you take movie 1 and 2 and the whole thing, it's a really good story. And it's cinematically done beautifully, but they added 2 songs into movie 2. They didn't need to do that. There was so much they didn't need to add.
Yeah. And the storylines were going like
dragging
out some without even giving enough, like it almost felt like it was moving too fast but too slow at the same time. So I get that, but they did do, I will say, always Ariana and Cynthia really did kill it every time. So like I can't even talk shit about their actual acting or
everything about it was
actually just the story
are done. Oh really? Okay. I will say everything about the movies, like I feel like every part of it, the inclusivity of it, like every part of the set, like, you know, it took the guy that made the set for Wicked, like all the fields of the flowers. Oh my God, I like forgot the stat of it, but how long it took for him to plant and create create that. And he's the same set designer of Interstellar and how long it had taken him to create that whole world. And I'm like, I just think that part of it is so cool and magical.
And it's the same director for Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah. And their outfits in the movie are beautiful. And Cynthia and Ariana singing. Like, okay, speaking of, we wanted to do the Wicked deep dive, but I really wanted to talk about like the discourse about Cynthia and Ariana in the press, because like, even though I'm a pop culture person, I fucking love the pop culture tea, the deep dives, the connection, I love all of it, the surprise, all of it, all the things that develop. I think it's so fun and cool and juicy and gossipy. But the route that the internet is taking with Cynthia and Ariana, I don't like that. I feel like it's so icky, dude. I really dislike it. And I feel like I'm not usually like that, where I'm like, I don't like this discourse. No, like I feel like it's fine to talk about things and have opinions on things. I don't know. I feel like it's gotten so icky. I'm like, this is so fucking tired. Like why? Like immediately when people are either getting so much success or everybody is noticing their movements so much that it has to turn negative. It has to turn into something. It can't just be more surface, which like let it be surface level.
Okay.
Let it be that we're seeing them in interviews, they're telling us about it, and then we go see it. I just feel like the way the turn that it's taken feels so ugly. And I'm like, dude, in my mind, I feel like these people have put, you can tell in watching the movies that they've put their everything into this. So maybe this is like too people please. No, it's not people pleasery. It's just I don't think it's necessary to like fucking drill home all the shit about them. I think it's okay for people to notice it. Obviously, they look really skinny. Obviously, they look really problematic. I hear you. I get it. But I don't think everyone on the internet needs to like jump on the bandwagon to make clear the stance that they take on disliking everything about them. Just to like everybody pile on and hate them right now.
That's so sweet of you. And you're so nice. And you are. And you're right. They did put so much work into it, and they did a beautiful job.
Yeah.
And their voices are perfection. I think they were casted amazing. However, I do disagree in that, okay, when press tour 1 was happening for Wicked and they're holding hands and they're crying, Theo.
Hell yeah, food's
here. And they're crying. I'm crying with them, having never seen Wizard of Oz or Wicked. I'm like, this is beautiful. Like, I was so in it. Where I'm like, guys.
You're losing me.
You're losing. I even understood when Cynthia, you know, like put herself in between Ariana and that guy that like jumped the crowd and like ran up to her, and she got there faster than the security guards. I was like, yeah, Cynthia, that's your friend. Yeah, you know, like I get that. I'm so in it because like same.
Yeah.
It's the, you know, and I don't want to sing it because I love her. I'm having issue with Ariana's method acting, because I know Ariana's that bitch. I remember the podcast interview of Ariana, you know, giving it back to those guys that were asking her like, what makeup would you take to the island? And she's like, you think girls just are gonna take makeup? I'm like, where is she?
Yeah.
Because watching Cynthia being like, oh, your arm.
But okay.
I'm like, dude, come on.
But you think
on?
I think two things. One, I don't think that that's because of Cynthia though. Like I feel like
I'm saying it's Ariana.
No, yeah. Like, okay, I agree that Ariana seems like very fragile right now, but I don't think that Cynthia's this like demon.
No.
Like making her this suppressed.
No.
That's what the discourse is though. I don't think that that's the case. I think Ariana is clearly really fragile right now. Genuinely, I think something might be up with her. Genuinely. Like, I think she may be having something going on. And if not, she might be in a really bad place because she had really traumatic things happen. And then her fucking husband thing happened. And then she's in this situation.
Yeah.
And maybe she knows she's going through it and just doesn't want to fucking deal with it. And she just dropped the most amazing movie of her life and like is going through a bad time. I hear you and I agree with you on that part. I think she's very fragile and very like fidgety.
And it's not even like the physicality of her timidness that
no, her voice.
I do see the like, okay, you know, obviously she's a very small, tiny girl, and like I totally see that for sure. But I'm saying even in like I can understand how in some moments in the way that like her voice is softer and she has like a certain like sweetness with her voice, and then she'll like forget that that's the voice she's doing, and then she'll like switch back.
She does the voice.
So when she's doing the voice, and like I think the only ones that really got me were the when that guy was like grabbing her arm and she was like, oh, I can see how that's a funny joke, but I can also be like, guys, like,
yeah, I hear you.
People are gonna make fun. It's gonna come.
I think I have noticed that in interviews of Ariana and Cynthia, they definitely play up the Glinda, Alphaba, you know, roles, like especially Ariana, like she really sinks into the role. I hear you. But when Ariana, even in this phase of her life, is doing interviews outside of that, like even about it, but outside of that, like when she went on the Amy Poehler podcast, or even the podcast she did with the what the fuck is Dan Humphrey's real name?
Oh, I don't know, but I know exactly. Yeah,
him. Or she did a couple, dude, that I've watched like end to end that like she's really funny.
No, I love
normal,
Ariana.
and she's
she's great.
I think she's definitely more like she's clearly more like backed up than she used to be when she was younger. But I don't think that's like, I don't know. I just think people are. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like people are coming at it like, what is this sick obsession? Which, by the way, while we were at the concert, there was a point where Amna was like leading me through the crowd, and I was eating a popsicle like a baby.
I was waiting to be,
and I was like, Amna, I feel like we are giving Cynthia and Ariana right now in the way that people are talking about them in the fucking news.
You know, maybe we do give Cynthia and Ariana. Maybe.
Ew, no.
Oh, so now why ew no?
No, ew no. Like we're not giving like, oh, she's my protector. Oh, like I'm
you were
fragile.
Just defending them.
Neither of us are fragile. But I do think that that's what they're like. I hear you that that's what they're playing. Like the video that I did think was very strange was the necklace fixing one. Yeah. I didn't think the helicopter one was that strange. I feel like they just were giving
the helicopter one
where Cynthia's talking, a helicopter comes up and Ariana's like shoo to the elevator. No, I'm like, they're just giving like theater kids to me. Like I don't.
That one didn't bother me. A lot of stuff doesn't bother me. The crying doesn't bother me. It was just the necklace one. And the playing up. Specifically on Ariana.
I hear what you're saying, like the voice change up.
The voice change up.
That she's pretending to be black and now she's like a fairy.
The change up, I get it. Yeah. I just wish she pulled back even like 15%.
You know what makes it worse, the change up thing? All the videos that are showing her when she was like, I don't know, 22 and then her now and like just the complete, like she's completely because I'm like, okay, like this, I get it.
It's a lot. I do
will
give
defend
grace.
Ariana.
I will defend her and I will give her grace in that, like, you know what, if someone had footage of me from 5 to now, it's bad. It's rough.
Even
it would
15.
Be rough. At least she had talent. At least she could sing at every stage, and she was.
And she's hardworking, and she gives us so much. And just stop being mean to her.
Yeah,
stop being mean to her. I'm not like a stan like this about people. I feel very weird right now.
No. I think I get what you're saying, dude. She's like the movie of her lifetime, and it's like not.
I know. It's just
I deserve a certain level.
I just feel like people tend to do this so much. Like with anybody, I feel like people tend to like someone could be having the best moment of their life, and like you can't help but like fucking.
There's gonna be the noise for the bad is gonna be pretty loud.
Yeah.
But you know what? And then in a couple of years, we're all gonna like it's still such a staple.
And that's why the pop culture stuff is fun to like reflect on, because okay, like now when this situation dies down, I'm excited to look back and be like, okay, so everybody made such a big fucking thing about it, and now what?
Yeah.
You know?
It's gonna be that way. Okay. Well, that was our home episode this week. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving week.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. And we'll go back to a confession and can I be a bitches and stuff next week.
But, yeah. I forgot to do that.
Have such a great week. Have so much fun for Thanksgiving and tell us your Thanksgiving stories. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
Okay. Bye.